Who's the little drummer boy? It's Friday, and I'm back. Boy,
You would never do that.
it's Friday.
Oh,
And, I'm back.
yeah, that's totally me. It's been a minute. Yeah, I forgot.
Jesse's blowing us off. She's going to a 2A rally tomorrow. If she doesn't take
So am I.
if she doesn't take pictures, I'm gonna kick her ass because I don't want her to lie to me. Just teasing.
Why is she blowing us off?
She's going to a 2A rally tomorrow.
Well, so am I. I'm going to the same one.
Oh, I tell her I said hi.
And I want to walk the hair.
So
You're the natural.
Either
we have a couple of more invitations out there, but apparently we have people that are busy. And hey, who am I to? I haven't been around here in 3 weeks. This is my first one in 3 weeks. So I hope everybody's doing well. So we got the crew here. The half the crew so far. We got Ohio and Stalker and Shalisa, and she's not even tied up yet. So anywho, big dog of leather kind. Oh, never mind. You didn't answer me. You live a lot closer at Ohio, and I got 2 kiddos to get ready. So suck it.
I'm working a 12-hour shift and leaving straight from here in the morning.
So I wanna ask a question. So in Ohio, if you wrote a note like that, right? It said, "Hey, Gunpowder, you live closer, and I got 2 kids to get ready. So suck it." Is that like? Is that rather sexist?
I don't know.
See, now I love D-Generation X. I got 2 words for you. Anyway, listen, Gunpowder Beauty. Enjoy yourself. Have fun.
Well, since she's not here to defend herself, Gunpowder Beauty could be trans, technically.
She's the prettiest one I've ever seen that's trans. And she'd be the first trans I'd be with. Them other ones, holy shit.
There's one on YouTube. I didn't know. I've been subscribed to her for probably 2 years and didn't realize she was a trans.
Yeah, see? And that's cool. That shit don't bother them. Who the fuck cares? Do they breathe the same air I breathe? Who the fuck cares?
She's very conservative, too.
As long as they're not aliens, I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? As long as they bleed red, I'm good.
And they stand for the Second Amendment. Got to have something.
Yeah, then that means you don't work for Walmart doing that. Now, let me get on that for a minute.
Yeah.
Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. And I know I got a couple of guys that'll correct me if I'm wrong. So, is it all Walmarts?
Yeah.
Or because somebody told me they were in a Walmart and they bought ammo.
Yeah, they really don't care about your state.
Depends on the area. I've traveled the country, and chain stores adjust to the area. If the people want to buy it, they provide it.
So, like, I'm going to guarantee you that person bought it in New Hampshire because you can't buy ammo in Walmart in Massachusetts to begin with.
And they also said they weren't taking it off the shelves. They're just going to wait till it sells out.
Oh,
and
so
then
they don't care about anyone's safety because they're still selling it. If they really cared, they would just take it off the shelves. They're selling what they have in stock, and then they're not going to restock it anymore.
Right.
Hey, how do I get Redneck Renegade on here?
Send them an invite.
Yeah, but I don't think I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Tell them to Facebook.
Oh, how are you friends with him on Facebook?
No.
You had a back channel an invitation?
We're echoing. Somebody's echoing.
I don't know. I'm not echoing.
It's probably that guy.
No, it's not. Because I'm not echoing. So it's Ohio. It's got to be you. You know why it's you, Ohio? You got the 2A on.
The hey, Redneck, thank you for the happy birthday. That was awesome.
You're welcome.
I just muted, and it's still echoing.
There's no echo.
It's probably that MI guy. He just got back in from camp and he don't know what's going on yet.
No, you are echoing.
I'm muted.
Redneck doesn't do Facebook. So Redneck, how am I supposed to have you on my panel if you're not on Facebook? How else can we get him on here?
Drop the link in the outside chat.
Are you out of your fucking tree?
Who do we got in there that's going to steal it?
You can't steal it no more. You have to let them in.
You can kick them out of the back seat if it's somebody you don't want in there.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Get ready.
Redneck. Johnny, I actually think you are, what do you call it, buddy? Echoing.
Really?
Yeah.
Come, show up.
I fucking hate when Ohio's right. That's better. I don't hear it now.
That's 99% of the time.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, kind of fixed it.
Kind of fixed it there.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Denied access.
That's
Who's
the-
denying her access? Get your ass in here. I didn't deny you access. Hello.
Oh, there she is.
Is it still fixed?
And by the way, let me do my little before we say hello to the ever nice
Everything on me.
Gunpowder Beauty, who isn't wearing makeup, which is odd. I've never seen her without makeup on. That's kind of nice.
Ha.
You should see her like 2 o'clock in the morning when her kids are keeping her up.
I'd rather see her at 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm keeping her up, but that's just me. Okay, guess what I didn't do, Stevie, and you suck for not reminding me.
What, mute your own damn thing?
No, I didn't do it like a little rundown you do.
Oh, dumbass. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Dumbass. All right, so
Practice.
J Watt 69.
She got out of bed to get on Mike's chat. I can
Pizza
tell.
Mouthwash J Watt 69.
Because I was giving her shit, is probably.
Yeah, because we're giving her shit, so now she has to take it. J Watt, what's
Apparently,
going
I
on?
have to say, I'm sorry, Daddy, for being late.
It's okay, honey. I'll forgive you this time.
Now get in the truck.
No, kidding. Anytime you call me the Big Daddy, you're all set. Jay Watt, how you been, brother? It's great to see you. Obviously, Stalker Steve's here with us. Big Dog of the Leather Kind is with us. And by the way, Big Dog of the Leather Kind just put out a video on his latest leather project. I just got the alert on my phone. Big Dog, I actually wanted you to come in here and show us on that. But so if you do come in, let me know. And
Hey, Mike, are you going to leave that link up there all night or are you going to delete it?
I don't know how to do that. I already tried.
It's the. I can block you, Mike.
You fucking block me, I'll kick the shit out of you.
It's the 3 dots beside it, and just
Fellas,
There, I just
let's
blocked you.
not go through that again.
Why would you do that, Steve? Don't fuck with it. Every time we fuck with something, see what happened to you and fucking Big Dog, right? Everybody fuck with something. What happened to you too?
Redneck Renegade. Click on that link that Mike put in there, and it'll bring you live, buddy.
Yeah.
Miss Shalisha Shaw is incognito with Stalker
She's got
Steve.
clothes on.
Good to see you, Shalisa. Gunpowder Beauty joined us, ladies and gentlemen. Redneck Renegade, coolest name on friggin' YouTube. I love that name. The MI Woodsman, he's in here with us, just back from his trip with some asshole named Adrian, I guess. I don't know. No, just teasing. Adrian's a cool dude. And Adrian knows that. Adrian knows I'm just hustling with him. And let me see. Oh, I have to take a rain check. I'm getting ready for bear hunting in the morning. Listen, because you denied the king to come on his panel, you're going to have to send me bear meat now. Just saying.
Send him a box of scat.
I can't even find it now. Richie, there's a link in the, what do you call it, bud? In the chat. Scroll back and grab it
Yeah, it was. Oh, it was great.
and get in there.
He laughed.
And by the way, Gunpowder, I accidentally might have used your real first name, so I apologize. So you can yell at me later for that.
It's all right. Most people at this point know who I am.
Yeah, but I don't like to do that just for people that might
it
listen later.
it wasn't the fact you said her name. You also gave her address too, so you kind of doxed her.
But I didn't show him the video. I didn't show him the video. I promised I wouldn't show him the video.
All right. As long as you didn't show him the video, I can deal with the rest.
All right, sorry. Just don't. You don't have to. You can hit me later. Richie, how are you, buddy? Richie, scroll back, right? And you'll see a link that I put in. Click on that link. All right, so somebody tell me how the Walmart shit's going. And why?
Hold on before anybody jumps into this. Y'all remember a couple of years ago when Target pulled some shit like this? You weren't going to be able to carry. And then all of a sudden they sat there and said they're still going to uphold the laws of the states that they're in.
Right.
Yeah. Those mom demand action bitches. They're too ignorant to understand what is really happening. So,
these retailers are just trying to appease the left right now. With CVS,
yeah,
Walgreens also did it.
It ain't really gonna affect anything. I think in our whole entire time in my whole entire life, I've only bought one gun, and that was a shotgun at Walmart. Yeah, that was because it was dirt cheap. Other than that, this is a great opportunity to sit there and support your local mom and pop shops that may not get business. And so I think it's kind of a win for mom and pop shops, and everybody can sit there and play that political game of we want to be politically correct and do what the anti-gunners want us to do while upholding the law. So let them say what they're going to do. It ain't nothing. We can either sit there and be the fuel to the ever burning blaze of negativity, or we can sit there and show some positive light on the 2A community and also tell them to suck it.
Right. And you know what, though? It's not going to hurt Walmart at all. It really isn't.
Hey,
they're so big.
Give me 1 sec, buddy. I'll give you the. I'm sorry, buddy. You don't get mad at me. HRM Weapons, how the hell are you? Gear Grind 19, how the hell are you? And yes, Gear Grind, I did see the 2-part
Hey,
series.
Rich is backstage.
I don't see him. Oh, he's down the bottom. I did see the 2-part series. The 2-part series that Johnny M.I. Woodsman did with Adrian. So
I like John's video so much, I'm moving up there.
Richie, all right, he's in there. All right, I'm sorry, Ohio. Go ahead. I just had to say hi to those guys.
Oh, what I was saying was, people that say they're going to boycott Walmart, it's pointless. They're the largest retailer in the world.
I still go to Dick's.
It's not going to hurt them at all. But what I was saying is, they really don't care about the safety of people or whatever. If they really cared, like they were trying to let on for these leftists, they would take the ammo off the shelf right now. But they're taking off handgun ammo, and they're taking off what they call ammo that can be used in a short-barreled rifle, because of that dude in Dayton is what he used. He used an AR pistol. So they're basically doing 223, 556. Okay.
Right. Yeah, fucking.
But what about AK-47 Draco pistols? Those are 7.62 by 39. They're not about that ammo. What about?
Yeah, but it all depends.
What 308? They're going to still sell 308.
It all depends which Walmart you're in. Now I can get Winchester 308 at Walmart in New Hampshire. Okay, I can get 30-06. I can get 22. Obviously, I can get all that.
Yeah, we can get all
but
that.
Guess what you can't get? All right. I never saw a 223 or a 556 in any of those fucking
There's
any of those Walmarts. In the one I go to in Salem,
Right, but
New Hampshire.
across the board, across the United States, Walmart is doing they're going to stop selling once it's sold out. They're going to stop selling all pistol ammo and 223 556.
That's a pretty gun you got there.
I know. Isn't his gun so pretty?
I wish I had a way of showing people.
He's gonna be on the news, you know that, right? They're gonna zoom in on him and use him for negative.
%. I was doing it.
How do you do that?
Double click on her, Mike.
Well, yeah, but how do I show people just her?
Double click on her.
A double click. 1, 2.
No, she has to hit screen share.
No,
He has to
I'm a
double
mobile.
fast.
I was doing it before. I think I might have done it. Is she?
There.
Here she goes.
Leave it. All right. So my 5-year-old got his first 1911,
Nice.
and these are the cute little bullets that go with it.
Rock. And it's made for what? Shooting targets, not people.
Absolutely.
That's freaking awesome.
Oh, with a rig.
Oh,
Ha ha ha!
That's awesome.
how cool is that?
Tell me you bought that at Walmart, please.
No kidding.
Amazon. Had to get it from Amazon.
Amazon.
By the way, I love the shirt.
Thank you. Size totally matters, y'all.
Yes, it does.
Hell yeah.
All right, so you can you double click and it works like that. Richie, how the hell you been?
I'm good.
Yeah, how's things going? All right.
Yep.
What anything new with in the great state of Massachusetts?
Just a bunch of gun bills that they introduced. Not good.
I've been so out of detached from everything the last month or so, month and a half. I haven't been paying attention. So what are they doing now?
Honestly, I don't know what each one of them are. Guns and gadgets. Put a list of them up there.
None of
It's
which are
it's in committee right now.
none of which are going to help us.
No, there are some that were positive, but they'll never pass, obviously.
Because they're positive.
Yeah.
Well, who put those in? That's obviously somebody, a Democrat with that doesn't mind a fucking gun law.
Right.
I mean, think about it. I mean, there can't be that many Republicans in this fucking state, in that fucking state house.
One of them that I remember is a lifetime license for your LTC. We know that's never going to happen.
Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. Not a bad idea, though.
Nope.
What do you?
I'd have to go look at the list.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Hopefully, the other shit won't pass, and they'll pass that one. That'd be funny, wouldn't it?
I mean, we already got red flags, so. Not
Did
like
we
can
really?
do that. Oh, yeah, we have that. They did that last year.
Oh, that's right. They did do that last year, didn't they?
Yep.
I was talking to my dad, and he's friends with the chief in Billerica, Mass. And so where the hell she go? She left. Wow, no kiss goodbye, no nothing. Damn.
Somebody turned the microwave.
I know, right? And so my dad was telling him, how, about me and everything, and he goes, yeah, he goes, and he says, the funny part is that California's coming out with like a forgiveness type thing, and so they were shooting the shit, and he goes, my dad said to him, he goes, here's the weirdest thing though. He says, I was talking to my son, and he said he can go out and buy all these pellet guns. He says, but they're really not pellet guns. He says they're air guns that are still considered pellet guns that shoot just as much as any other freaking gun. And he says, yeah. He goes, don't worry, it won't be long until they fucking jump on them too.
No, yeah, that was one of them.
Why? What do they want to do with that? They want to.
They want to ban all of those.
Of course they do. So let me go spend fucking $1,500 before they ban it, so I can get it pre-ban. You know.
I'm going to look it up now.
They probably want to ban the PCPs, not the regular pellet guns. Hello, guns girl.
Yeah.
VBorg 001. How the hell are you? Good to see you. Thanks for coming in. Gray Man Outdoors. Good to see you. Shalisha Shell. You're not watching the thing, but Gray Man said hello.
I'm trying to respond. Thank you, Gray.
You can see it. I'm sorry. I didn't think you could see it. I apologize.
No, I couldn't figure out how to get in it. Typing.
Johnny, how you doing? It's good to see you.
Pretty good. Not too bad. Not too bad.
Recovery week from all the exercise.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't too. Actually, felt pretty darn good, really.
Cool.
By the end of 4 days, it was pretty good.
I'm doing all right, people.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that it's gonna be the anything over 25 caliber. They're gonna jump all over because the state sucks a dick. You know.
Yep.
Because after the videos I've watched on some of these air guns, holy Hannah,
Right.
dude, they got a 357.
Oh yeah.
This guy's down the south hunting with them. They're knocking deer down. Bloop. Hunting hogs with them. Bloop. The guy hunted a hog with a 30 caliber. Pellet. Not a 30 caliber fucking
Right.
that you put in a 30-30. A 30 caliber
Air
pellet.
gun.
Okay? And the fucking thing knocked down the fucking pig like it was nobody's business. The thing weighed about 180 pounds, 200 pounds, you know, something like that.
Oh.
Well, those are the best kind of eating, I think. The smaller pigs, don't you?
Yep, I agree. I've had the big old nasty stinky ones. Yuck.
I mean, you got to cook them pretty good. You know what I mean? But you're right. The smaller ones are the best tasting.
Because of the air rifles.
But I couldn't get over that when he shot the pig right in the fucking forehead with a fucking 30 caliber fucking pellet. I was pissing myself laughing, and the fucking thing just went doink.
Done. I tried to tell you.
So now what do we got? We got Walmart, we got Target,
Dick's.
Dick's,
Kroger,
We're not Meyer.
Kroger,
CVS, and Walgreens.
and Walgreens.
I think
And you know what? They just built a Meijer in my town. So I went
But
over there. I bought
With the
some
exception of
hamburgers now.
CVS and Walgreens, though,
because they're smarter.
What's that?
with the exception of CVS and Walgreens, the other places did at one time sell firearms and ammunition.
Yes.
I don't remember, Walmart and Walgreens didn't, but I understand why we're adding Walmart and Walgreens to the outlet. Yeah, I know that, but I'm just saying that
Wegmans is another one.
But you know what? I bought 2 guns from Walmart, both under $100.
Yep.
Or clearance out or whatever. And I bought their cheap 9mm ammo there. I bought some 5.56. But I really never started buying ammo at Walmart until like probably 2007, 2008. And I'm trying to think. I used to buy my ammo at, other places, we had a hardware store where I used to live. Hardware store always sold it, like a little mom and pop, like an Ace Hardware. They sold it.
A little 5 and dime. Yep.
Yeah. So I always bought my stuff. I really didn't buy that much from Walmart to begin with. So I mean, I was at a shop yesterday, locally owned shop, and I looked at the ammo, and they had CCI brass case 9mm for like $10.98 for a box of 50. That's less than $1 more than what Walmart charged. And it's a mom and pop shop, so I'd rather buy there anyway. You know what I mean?
Walmart's really not that bad with the price and up this way anyway. Because I don't have another store to really. I mean, we got the gun shops up in New Hampshire. They can get it cheaper, Shooters Outpost up in Hooksett, New Hampshire, shit like that,
Well, like I was saying, they've just built a Meyer. A lot of people are not familiar with it. I think they are up in Michigan, but they have an ammo case. They don't sell any guns, but they sell ammo.
Right.
And it's all Winchester, so they must have, like Walmart had a deal with Federal.
With Federal, because they always had Federal shit in there. Always had
So
Federal.
Meyer must have a deal with Winchester because that's all they have is the Winchester white box stuff.
Quite a bit. Yep. I think they have a little bit of Remington.
Yeah, like the shotgun shells. That's about it.
A lot of Remington and Walmart. Yep, for shotguns.
Admire.
I always preferred Winchester shotgun shells over Remington or Federal.
Really?
Yep, Super X.
Yep.
AGI.
Especially the slugs.
Yep.
I used to buy. First I bought Brennicke's, and then I bought. Now I use the Hornady. What do they call it in my shotgun?
Sabbats. So.
Yeah, with the poly tip on them.
I'm trying to get back in.
The 7mm.
She's stuck in the truck.
Mike, look down below, will you?
Look down below.
Yes.
What am I looking at?
See if Gunpowder Beauties. in the truck.
GP trying to get back in here?
Maybe.
9 of 19.
There you are.
That was a long
Why
one.
don't you just call me and say, let me back in?
All right, Mike. So I found the list, and it's a long one.
For cut.
All right, we got all the time in the world. Go ahead.
All right. So H2054. These are all in support. Codifies that companies outside Mass can ship ammo to properly licensed Mass residents. Requires delivery to the signature required. That's the first one.
Nothing wrong with that one.
No,
Yep,
H2050 attempts to make LTC FID last for life and removes all fees for licensing. Never
Oh,
happened.
removes all fees too? That'd be good.
Yeah, never happened.
No.
All right. S1395 refunds application fee if license not issued within 40 days. Another one that will never happen.
Although it should.
H2055 makes fees for firearm storage illegal if stored without the express written consent of the owner. Bonded warehouse also allows for the return of property from licensed retailers, bonded warehouses, and gunsmiths regardless of approved roster, laws, or regulations. So that's basically saying, so if your firearms are taken because you're a threat,
Yep.
that these places, these bonded places that hold them, they can't just keep your guns hostage. Is the way I took that.
Okay.
S1404 prohibits confiscating guns or ammo during a state of emergency. H2066 separates definitions of electric weapons into contact electronic stun gun and taser-like electronic dart gun, removes licensing requirements for both, sets minimum age 18 for stun gun, minimum age 21 for dart gun. S1413 allows possession of shotgun by 12 to 17-year-olds on special youth hunts under supervision of FID LTC holder. H2072 allows previous Mass resident LTC holders to apply for a resident LTC if they reside part-time in Mass, have a vehicle registered in Mass, attend school in Mass, or own a business in Mass. S1424 reduces fee for non-resident LTC to $40 and makes it valid for 6 years.
That's good.
S1423, same as H2054. Companies can ship ammunition and/or ammunition components to properly licensed Mass residents, signature required. S1422 removes penalty of revoking license for failure to notify of change of address for licensed gun owners. S1421 removes AG's ability to regulate firearms under 93A Consumer Protection Law and repeals existing regulations. S1420 reduces firearm license fees, which I think they've already said. S1419 removes AG office authority to regulate handgun sales,
Good.
which is basically the approved roster list that we always talk about here.
Right.
So
Nothing
that
wrong
would
with
take
that.
No, nothing wrong with that. Again, these are all positive.
Right.
S1418 allows LTC holders to carry on snow vehicles, recreational vehicles, ATVs, because you can't do that here.
Right.
H2080, same as S1395 for funds application again, if it's not done in 40 days. Some of these are redundant. I'm just going to skip them. Yeah, these are all the same. All right, so let's go to the negative. No, actually, there's still a few more. H2131 circumvents town licensing authority by allowing residents to apply to state police for FID LTC. That would be good in your case, buddy.
Say that again?
H2131 circumvents town licensing authority by allowing residents to apply to state police for FID LTC. So that's kind of like Rhode Island. You don't have to go through your local town. You can go right to the Attorney General there and apply.
So you're telling me the Attorney General can say yes or no to me?
That's what that just said.
Even though the other law says I can't?
Well, if that's passed, yeah, you could go around it and go that route. According to what I just read.
All right. Frankie, how are you? Good to see you, buddy.
Isn't the Attorney General the one that just banned ARs altogether?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now that there's a law, if you read what he heard a little bit ago, they're going to take the power away from the AG for doing that. So she can't
Yeah.
ever do it again.
Yep, and like I said, that one there would allow you to go
And
to the
here's
state
what
police.
that can do. Hey, so here's what that can. I don't mean to interrupt you, Richie.
No, that's fine.
Here's what that can do, right? So, Steve, tell me if I'm wrong, or Johnny, one of you, tell me if I'm wrong. If they take the power away from the AG, okay, to ban any type of gun, or quote unquote, be mass compliant, right? Whether it be the trigger, all that happy bullshit, right? If they take that power away from the AG, doesn't that mean that if they go about it the right way, they can get ARs back in the state?
They could if they're not banned friggin' nationwide if they keep going where they're going.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that's scary.
All right,
You know?
I'm sorry. I just
right,
thought
no,
maybe
that's
one of you
fine.
guys would know better than me that if Isn't that what that's saying, though? I mean, if they're going to take the power away from her, I say her because it's a her, and our AG for now is a her. If they
We
take the
call her
power
Hitler
away from
Healy.
her, then doesn't that mean they bring it to a vote?
I think they would just take it away from her and that would go away.
No. What the okay, so
The list.
the banning of ARs would go away?
Well, no, the list of the pistols would go away.
Right. The Berettas,
Um,
90% of the Berettas you can't have, right?
Yeah, and
And Glocks.
Yep. Well,
Yep.
if you don't know how to do it, it would
Well,
take it
yeah,
away.
but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So H2133 exempts veterans from LTC renewal fee, which is a good one. H2144 essentially state level FOPA protection includes protection during unexpected delays due to mechanical weather, illness. So this is kind of like what Florida has. If there's a hurricane there, they can take their firearms with them regardless if they have an LTC or not, or a
Yep.
CCW
You
there.
can open carry in the state of emergency in Florida.
Yeah, so that would weather, illness, commercial delays, etc. H2151 allows transfer of any firearm from CMP through dealers, covers the CMP 1911 pistols. I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
2154 removes prohibition on possession of unloaded rifles, shotguns. Possession, I meant to say. Unloaded rifles, shotguns on a public way without being enclosed in a case. Never happened. 2153 allows previous holders of LTC FID issued prior to Chapter 180 of 1998 to get licensed again. What's that, Steve?
The CMP is the people that sell the old military weapons.
Okay. All right. So where was I? Allowed? Let's see. 1369 removes restrictions for non-citizen or possession carry of self-defense spray. And 1417 legalizes suppresses, penalizes possession by prohibited person or in the use of crimes.
That's
All right,
fine. I don't mind that.
All right, so here's where they go back.
If they're going to give you if they're going to allow a suppressor, but they're going to take it up your ass if you held up a bank or something like that or something stupid, I got no problem with that.
No. So here's where they go nuts. S1389, 1 gun a month applies to purchase of large capacity rifles, shotguns, and handguns only.
1 gun a month.
1 gun a month. So S1387, firearm, ammo, and parts sales tax of 4.75, 50 BMG ban. Private sales must be at dealers and imposes a $25 limit on fee charged for transfers.
Right, but now just use the 40 BMG or the equivalent to the what do you call it? They're using a 40 what? A 40 something, right?
They already come out with one. It's a 460 BMG, and it's
Yeah,
more badass than the 50 cal.
Yeah, I saw that video, Steve. You see the video? See that video? The guy said, "Oh, we're not allowed to have a 50," so I went out and got this thing, and I'm like, "It's the same fucking thing." I'm sorry, Richie. Go ahead.
It's okay.
Actually,
It's all about it.
better.
So H2040 bans imitation firearms, essentially banning all BB guns. Here you go. BB guns, pellet guns, and airsoft guns. This would a ban on all competition type air guns.
Why?
Because it's Massachusetts.
So they want that will never pass. They're not going to ban pellet guns and BB guns in the state of Massachusetts. That ain't going to go.
All right, so H2039 allows for tracing and gathering state stats on so-called crime guns.
What's that? On a crime? What do you mean?
That's what it says. Allows for tracing and gathering stats on so-called crime guns. Hasn't that always been?
No, I don't.
I thought they used to auction them off.
What, Stevie?
Are you saying guns that were used in a crime?
Allows for tracing and gathering stats, like statistics on
Yeah.
so-called crime guns.
Yeah, at a state level. They want it at a state level. It's already a federal level, but they want a state level to keep.
Yep.
That's a different way to register guns. Is all it is.
Okay, so H 2048 allows self-adding to a non-gun list and allows others to place you on that list. So it's basically another red flag
Yep.
type of.
So if I own an AR, they're gonna want what?
Allows self-adding to a non-gun list. So I'm gonna say I don't want to be. I'm a bad guy. I want to be on this list. I don't know.
That's right.
Sense.
Or if you have a record, you have to be on that list.
Maybe.
Self-adding.
All right. So H 3843 bans so-called ghost guns. Requires
Nobody's for
state approval to make a gun.
or would they get certain people
They just retarded.
if they're not
Yeah, like a potato gun
done with it?
Yeah.
or a
All right.
cannon.
So,
Be a back door. I don't want to
so
go.
H 3576 requires annual affidavit from LTC FID holders saying no lost or stolen guns. So we do that now when you renew your LTC
Right.
for your FID. You have to fill that out. So
Right.
they're going to want you to do that every year.
You have to fill out the same application.
Same, not the whole application, just that one page.
Who wouldn't report a gun stolen from them?
That's fucking asinine. If you don't.
Criminals.
Exactly.
Ah, so the criminal's going to tell the truth on a piece of paper now?
Right.
Criminal's gonna go down and say, "Hey, listen, I stole this gun, right? And so now I lost that gun that I stole."
All right.
Here's the deal. When I see the Bloods and the Crips in a gun buyback line, I'll turn mine in.
Exactly.
Right. All right. H2046. Punishment for reckless discharge of firearms. I thought we already had that, though.
I don't have a problem with that either, dude. Not for nothing.
No, I don't have a problem with it, but isn't it already
Wait,
a
what?
crime if you do that?
So if you
Yes.
if you have a negligent discharge in your basement,
No, if you're outside and you're
Go to jail.
hammered and you say it's 4th of July, right? And you want to impress your fucking people that are at your fucking barbecue, and you empty your fucking shotgun of whatever out into the thing. That's reckless. What do you call it? Of a firearm in the state of Massachusetts. Which
Yeah, but that's already law.
I don't have
But
a
it's
fucking
already
issue with it.
law.
didn't you just say negligent discharge?
No, reckless discharge.
Okay.
Reckless.
Reckless. Well, that could be in your basement.
Yeah, but what do they do?
No, that's not reckless. That's by accident, like Stevie said. That was by
No,
accident.
there's no such thing as accidental discharge. It's either reckless or negligent discharge.
Yes.
The
Right.
cops are going to come to your house and say, "Oh, that was an
No,
accident."
it was in your basement. Who the fuck? I mean,
no matter what.
If I'm at the gun range and I want to practice double tapping on targets, is somebody going to call that reckless?
no. What they're saying, Stevie, is that, like I just said, if you had a couple and you're in your backyard and you say, you know what, I'm gonna let my fucking, I'm gonna load up the shotgun, I'm gonna load up the AR, whatever you got, and I'm gonna let it ride. All right. Or you and your buddies, there's 5 years, you're gonna do, or 7 of you, you're gonna do a 7-gun salute to one of your buddies that just died. Yeah, that's reckless fucking use of a firearm in the state of Massachusetts.
Before I
already
vote on a law like that, I would want to see their description, their description of reckless.
Well,
What's the list?
Yeah, reckless, like someone showing their gun to people on a live chat and accidentally putting a hole in it.
There you go.
Well, what I have a problem with is all the ones that you say. I don't have a problem with that.
What do you mean?
Right.
You keep saying, "Well, I don't have a problem with that. That one's okay." Any
Yeah.
any new gun legislation is bad, no matter what it is.
That's, well, no,
We don't
not
need-
really.
We don't need any more anti-gun legislation.
No, not really. See, because you
No,
know,
we already have
I'm going to debate this with you. You know, I'm going to debate this with you. All right. I don't have a problem with some of what they have. Okay, I don't. Now, Richie and I have been talking for a few years now on it. There are certain laws that I don't have an issue with the state of Massachusetts. Okay, there's a bunch of laws I have a problem with the state of Massachusetts. I don't have a problem with the reckless fucking use of a firearm law.
Right, but that law's already on the books. We don't need to
Exactly. That's my point.
again.
If I shoot my
Isn't
gun
all
into
of
the air and
this
the
kind
cops
of the
come, I'm
definition
gonna
of
be in trouble.
insanity, though?
See, I believe in a give and take society, so to speak, right?
Yeah, you give, and the government keeps taking.
Right. Or all right, let's say it this way then. I believe when you scratch my back, I scratch your back. Because if let's say that Mass wants to get ARs back, okay? And shit, can't use the triggers because the triggers are already sucky. But let's say the trigger thing wasn't sucky already, okay? Let's say the trigger wasn't at fucking 10 and it was at fucking, let's say it was at fucking none, right? Well, they didn't have a fucking, what do you call it on them, right? And the state wanted to say, hey, we want at least 5 or 6 on the triggers, okay? For the state to get ARs back, and they say, well, I'll tell you what, you put it as the ARs back, you can have it. That you know what I mean?
Well, technically, we can have them back. If
But you know
have
what
a
I'm saying? I'm just using that as an. I'm just using.
I know what
So in
you're
other words,
saying.
all you're
I'm
doing is
just saying,
bothering.
we're already doing that, though. We got ARs back. If you want to have a fixed magazine, you can buy an AR where it doesn't come out, and you got to load it like California.
What's the last sentence of the Second Amendment?
Shall not infringe.
Yeah.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, but that doesn't apply to us here in this state, okay? It should, but it doesn't.
That's the state where it all started. It absolutely should.
Well,
That's why they're hammering you guys, because they don't want to see it start again.
yeah.
Well, I mean, obviously, Steve, I think that only allowing one gun to be bought a month is fucking retarded.
Right?
Okay.
When I get paid, I want to spend it.
and this is what you guys are gonna fucking and Richie the Italian plumber's probably gonna fucking just want to slap me right in the mouth, but I really truly don't have an issue with a 10-round fucking limit. And again, it gets back to the bothering.
What if you
It's
have
like-
12 people break in your house?
Huh?
What if you have 12 people break into your house?
Well,
Have an
I'm
extra
gonna pull one on you, okay? Because you and I had a conversation about the guy in Colorado that shot all the people in the fucking movie theater, right? Remember the conversation you and I had about that?
I have no idea.
Okay, you and I had a conversation about the guy out in Colorado, and you and I had a conversation about how it wouldn't have mattered whether he had 10 in a clip, because at the time now Colorado only got down to 7, if you remember correctly. And I said it doesn't matter if you go to 7.
You
'Cause
you can reload. Yes, I understand.
So therefore, let me ask you a question. Now I'm gonna answer your question with the question to you. So if you have 3 people breaking in your house, you have 3 mags on you.
No, I probably have 37 mags on me because it's none of your damn business what I own.
Okay, that's fine, but I'm just saying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so why not grab one mag with 30 rounds in case you need them? Because you're in shock
Again, it gets
running out of your bedroom with one mag.
because again, for me, it gets back to the bottom aspect of the way they have these laws. Okay, so if they're not going to have this law over here, if you let them have this law, I don't have an issue with it.
Well, the problem with gun laws is it only restricts law-abiding citizens.
Of course.
Well, no shit.
So we shouldn't have any gun laws.
And I hate to say it, Ohio. It's coming to your state after the shooting that was there. It's going to happen there, whether you like it or not.
Yeah, you can be a little mass. Ah!
No, I doubt it. We're pretty Republican based here.
Yeah, but it's not. I'm telling you. See, that's the other thing too. Gun laws aren't. People that love guns aren't just Republican.
Yeah, but we only have.
I have plenty of Democratic people that are Democrats that absolutely love fucking guns.
We only
And will
have
fight
counties
nail
that
for their amendment right, for the Second Amendment. So, you know what I mean?
It doesn't really matter what party they belong to. If they're trying to infringe on our rights, there's a fucking issue at hand that needs to be addressed more than how many rounds can my magazine fit.
Well, the thing is,
But here's
not
the
all
other problem I
Democrats
have.
are gun grabbers, right? But all gun grabbers have been Democrats.
Here's the other problem I have. Now, here comes the wise ass out of Mikey, okay? I'm going to be a wise ass for a half a second. You're right. Shall not be infringed. To own a weapon.
To
Right?
keep bear arms.
To bear arms. Stop there. The right to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed, correct? Where does it say that you have to have, where does it say that the state can't tell you can only have fucking 10 in a clip? It doesn't. It just says you can own a gun. Go right ahead. Own it.
It says
just-
that we're
not gonna
supposed
allow
to
you to
be
have fucking
equal
100
to
in
our
your fucking
government.
magazine.
So if our government ever gets overfills their fucking britches and tries to come at us, we can sit there and hold our ground.
Right. But it doesn't mean that you still need to have 100. All I'm trying to tell you is that a clip with 100 in it is an accessory. It's not the gun itself.
Technically,
what I'm saying?
technically that's understandable. But Mike,
Again, this
With
is
the
Mikey
gun
being a
laws,
wise ass.
I'd rather see us have a bunch of fucking one round muskets or
No, that's
black
not what I'm
powder
saying,
pistols
sweetie.
than anything else.
Nope. I'm
So
just
what
saying.
what if I manufacture a gun that has a 100-round drum on it that's non-detachable? It comes with the gun that way.
then
No, not here. It has to be 10 in this state.
Has to be what?
It
10.
has to be 10 rounds, no more.
My point is that
isn't there a part of the Second Amendment where it says equal to?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the cops only have 10 round mags?
Not on some of their rifles they
in
don't.
Mass, I think they do.
One of those states, either New York or Massachusetts, messed up, and they did not.
Comply.
No, they didn't. They didn't exempt the cops from that law. So
That was Connecticut.
was it
Connecticut did that.
Yeah, it was Connecticut, yeah. And they had to run back because they made all their cops felons.
Exactly.
That's right.
Massachusetts cops carry 15 rounds in their magazines.
Are you sure?
Positive, 100%.
So see right there, your cops are allowed to have more rounds than you. So if the cops ever get crooked, you're screwed.
Look, I understand your logic. I agree with your logic. All I'm trying to say to you is that
you're just playing devil's advocate. That's all you're doing.
exactly.
Good.
But if you think about it, it is an accessory. It's not the gun. That's the accessory to
But
the
what
gun.
I'm saying is, what if I manufacture a gun that doesn't have an accessory? Like I had a Marlin Model 60 holds 16 rounds in a 2 magazine. And it's not detachable. It's made that.
Well, why do you think they don't want us to have Glocks in this state? Because you can go, I've got pre-banned magazines that are technically legal. You can own a pre-banned mag, but I can't go buy a Glock 19 with a 15-round mag.
Right.
AR-15s, I can own old pre-banned 30 rounds.
Frank
Well,
says
I got
cops also have hollow points in Mass, and you can't. You're not allowed to own hollow points in Massachusetts.
Yeah,
No.
we can have hollow points. Yes, you can.
No, you can't. Look it up.
Yes, you can. In Massachusetts, you most certainly can.
Richie, I'll buy you an iced coffee. I'll drive it down there and give it to you.
You can, but then you're going to be taking a ride, my friend.
Dude,
Because
you
you're
cannot.
thinking of New Jersey.
Look,
I
no,
carry
I'm
hollow
not.
points
I'm thinking of
inside
Massachusetts.
my home.
I was just
No.
on the site the other day.
Not true.
Making sure that I can still, if I buy a PCP, making sure I can still fire the fucking thing without getting arrested.
Not true. If I have an LTC, if you have a license,
You might want to Google that.
Now, don't count on Google for everything, my friend.
Google it. It'll bring it in a mass MGLs on gun laws.
Can you calm down?
I think that's not true, but I will look into it later. But I know plenty of police officers, and I've talked to them about it.
I know plenty of police officers that have hollow points, but
No, I'm not saying them that we can legally have them.
yeah, I don't think
The
we
thing
can.
with New Jersey is 1 year in jail for every round, every
Yes.
hollow point.
Yes.
Not Massachusetts.
That's such bullshit. But the big problem is when you say, well, that law is acceptable, that's exactly why you can't own a slingshot.
But again, I'm being devil's advocate. But again,
Because too many people said, oh, that's okay.
but again, when you got to bother, right? Bartering's been done since fucking the Neanderthals, for Christ's sake. So, you got to barter to get what you want. You know what I mean?
How about this barter?
They barter all the time because if you say no to it, right?
Hands. The 2-year mandatory jail sentence for using a gun in a crime. They tried to take that away. They're trying to be too strict. They're not doing it because they care about your well-being. Otherwise, they would ban alcohol, which kills 15 to 30,000 people a year.
And cars.
Right. I understand. Believe me.
Guns are
And fast food.
topping out at about 5,000 per year. And probably a quarter of those are suicide, and another quarter is self-defense. Millions of crimes are prevented in self-defense firearms, way more than what the bad people are killing people with.
Hey, Mikey,
What, buddy?
just go ahead and throw me in the basement, bro, and I'm gonna
When people are emotional, they don't think
what's going on and how to deal with it.
they,
If I can, I'll come back, but just throw me in the basement.
So if I remove you, will I be able to make you come back?
Yeah, you can put them in the basement. There he is in the basement where
He's in
the
the
dweller
basement.
belongs.
cellar dweller.
Oh, look at that. Now that he's gone, I can see GPB a lot clearer.
Bigger.
Right. No, look at
I
Stevie.
was waiting for that.
Hey, how you
How
doing?
you doing? I knew that was coming too.
I was waiting for it.
Mikey's gonna rocket us to Clammy America with his liberal. That's cool with me. Listen to me. I'm not a fucking Richie. Am I a liberal? Holy fuck! What's wrong with you people?
Nope.
Come on, Frankie. All I'm trying to say,
Hey, prepping.
You people, I'm triggered.
you people.
Uh,
Listen to me.
Hey, by the way, public address announcement. Prepping.
Yep.
Prepping just said he got unsubbed. Check your YouTube because they changed something again.
All right, you got unsub for me prepping.
Purge.
Well, you stop.
Look it. I can't believe that fucking Frankie just called me a fucking commie and a liberal all in the same fucking sentence. It's just, I'm just so flustered right now.
Yeah, but he still likes you.
If I didn't like him so much,
Brushing your hair.
listen. Where's? Oh, he already left. Obviously.
Stayed up
Look at.
till 10 o'clock.
I've said this before. All right. I've said this before.
You're ready. You can.
I don't think somebody that has schizophrenia and sometimes they're on their meds and sometimes they're not. Okay.
Right.
I don't think that a person that has schizophrenia ought to be able to walk in a gun shop and buy a fucking gun.
And you know what?
You guys can yell at me for that.
100% of Second Amendment people agree with you.
Huh?
100% of Second Amendment people agree with you.
Okay then. But that's not what you guys are saying.
And Mike, that's already a
The right
law.
to bear arms, yada, 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 and it shall not be infringed.
It's already a law.
Well, I'm just saying,
We love guns and we love our Second Amendment, but we're not stupid.
you want exactly, and we want and that's what my point is, right? So in other words, if they're gonna give us something we want, right? So who the fuck cares if they say, okay, instead of having 30 in the fucking clip, we're gonna knock it down to 20? Who cares about the fucking 10? It takes 0.2 seconds to put another fucking clip in your
You're gonna
gun.
have to you're gonna have to learn to shoot right.
You know what I mean?
Because when that 10th round goes into somebody's body armor and you're fiddly screwing with another mag in a panic state and he stands up and puts a knife in your chest, you'll be worried about the 11th round.
You can load it on a mag by the time somebody gets off the floor.
Mike, you can't hardly scratch your own nose in a panic situation.
But again, to get what you want, or to keep something that you don't want them to take away from you, you got to give. You know what I'm saying? You got to give a little.
Mike, the Second Amendment people have given up so much already.
Dude, I understand that,
automatic
but
weapons.
I don't think they should have taken the AKs away. I think that
bumpy.
I think Clinton fucked up when he quote unquote his quote unquote fucking assault weapons ban of when was it 94? I think he did it in, right? 94.
Yeah, and crime did not go down, by the way.
Exactly. And that's my other thing. I have a problem with people that they want to tell you that we shouldn't be able to own Massachusetts, right? We shouldn't be able to own an AR unless Richie, I didn't even know you can buy an AR as long as the fucking mag didn't.
Yeah,
I didn't even know that law.
A year and a half ago they did it.
You can also buy the pumps too, can't you, Richie?
You can buy you can buy a shotgun AR, yes.
Yep. That's where they started, and then they went to the
which I gotta say, looks
magazine
to me.
$2,000. The TR those are almost $2,000, but they're nice though. They look nice.
I'll tell you what, I'll make the government a deal right now. When they take all the guns out of the hands of the Crips and Bloods, I'll switch over to a 10-round mag.
Frank says they're applying laws.
When they can sit there and guarantee that they will take away guns from all criminals.
Great man outdoors.
But
Great man outdoors said, I want all the rounds I can get. Preppin says 21 feet in less time.
Yeah.
When he was talking about when we get up, when the guy was getting up. Frankie says they're applying laws against the unstable to us normal folks. That's the problem.
Right.
And Preppin says red flag laws need to go in capital.
Yeah, they do.
And Gear Grinding says, yeah, I hate the red flag law every time I haul a lumber or a ladder.
3 feet out of the back of the truck. And prepping is absolutely right. They had trained police officers at 21 feet with a guy with a knife. 9 times out of 10, that guy put that knife.
He did get to him. He did.
Got his weapon out of his holster.
I went to training. I know.
That's scary.
It is. But when you went to that training, did you go to the training too, Steve?
No.
Or did you watch a video on it?
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask you a stupid question. I didn't see the video, so I'm just going to ask. In the video, the guy with the gun, did he move?
Oh, you mean sidestep?
Yeah.
No, it wasn't for that kind of training.
No, but what I'm saying to you is that the training that I went with a couple of people.
Yes, you have to be ready.
A buddy of mine, right? And they were showing us, this firearms instructor was telling people, he goes, look at, and he did that same thing that you just said.
Right.
Okay. And he said that. He said, but here's what people aren't telling you they're doing. Hey, little man, what's up? here's what they're not telling people to do, in which he said, we're going to train you on this. He said they're more than 100% correct that somebody can get up that quickly and come at you.
Everybody say good night, Shalisa.
Good night, Shalisa.
Good night. Thank you.
Good night, Lisa.
Night.
Night.
Night. Night.
Aw.
Um,
Get the big boy chair back.
Yeah.
but they were showing people how to sidestep.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
If you don't, you're an idiot.
If you don't, you're going to take a fucking whoops.
But they were just
Sorry,
trying to
little man.
show how.
You're gonna take what do you call it, to the chest. That's why I asked you if they shown it that way, because they're training people that way.
No,
Sidestep.
they were just trying to show how quick it happened.
Oh, okay.
You want to hear the rest of these?
Yes, I'm sorry, we got off track. My bad.
That's all right.
No,
2045 allows for firearm-based data to be studied by a university or non-profit group with intent of reporting to Mass Legislature.
Come again?
Allows for firearm trace data to be studied by a university or non-profit group with intent of reporting to Mass Legislature.
intent.
Tracing for what? For what? Why would you want
Trace
to?
data. So,
They'll make
crimes.
you shoot your new gun into a bucket of water so they can have your ballistics on file.
Oh, that's coming. Don't worry. That's one.
Don't they already do that anyway?
No.
No.
So
All right.
before I buy a gun, they're gonna shoot it in a bucket of water so they can see if I use it in a
Crime.
crime.
Yep.
All right. So
They're already
H2
assuming you're going to be an asshole.
Exactly. Well, that's my point. That's what I was just about to say. I'm like, what are they assuming that I'm gonna go and fucking shoot somebody in the head?
right? All right, so H2044 allows suing a gun owner whose gun is lost or stolen, who fails to report the loss or theft,
Yes.
whose gun is subsequently used in a crime.
Yes. Fails to report the fucking lost or stolen gun, you deserve every fucking thing you get. You're an idiot for not reporting it.
Yep. All right, H2077 allows seizure of a, oh, this is a good one. Wait till you hear this one. Allows seizure of a vehicle used by someone who transports a firearm or large capacity magazine illegally in said vehicle.
Okay, well, here's how that's going to fly. That's going to fly about as much as 1 year mandatory jail sentence for having a gun on your person without proper licensing.
Yep.
For those who don't understand what I'm saying, that's a law in the state of Massachusetts, and it's written pretty much on every highway coming in from New Hampshire, coming in from Connecticut, coming in from New York. All right. So, in Rhode Island.
And if you're not a license holder, it gets thrown out.
So here's the thing. If you have a gun, if you're in a possession of a gun, okay, and you don't have a licensing for that gun, okay, the way the law reads, you're supposed to do an automatic year in jail. That law has been on the Massachusetts books for how many years now, Richie?
Oh, a long time.
And here's the thing. Guess how many people have served a year, now it says mandatory. Guess how many people have served a day in jail for that crime?
That's my guess.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Circle
Because
gets
you know-
the square.
So
You know why?
they're not following the laws they got on the books now.
That's why I
No,
said the
because-
law that Richie just read won't fly. They can
Most-
have it, it won't fly.
Most
And
of
the
them are
thing
drug
is-
dealers.
The one about the
Most-
mags in your vehicle. They can't stop heroin in a vehicle. What makes you think that law is going to do any good?
Go ahead, Richie.
Most of them are drug dealers anyway. So then what they end up doing is they end up pleading them out for that charge,
Yeah.
give a to turn on their dealers and whatnot.
Right.
I live in a very drug infested town. I know many kids around here that have been caught with firearms, and they're back out in 4 or 5 months. They're out of jail.
Yeah. So they don't give a crap about your safety.
Nope.
Only the law abiding ones.
So here's the thing, right? Here's who would serve that. I'd be the first person to serve that year. Here's how this would go down. I'd get in my brother's truck. He usually has his gun in his truck, right? Or I'd be hunting with a buddy of mine. My buddy left his fucking rifle in the back of my car or whatever, right? And I'd be coming, whatever. And the cop says, "Oh, there's a rifle there, but you know, you're only supposed to be having a black powder. You know, you're only supposed to have a muzzle loader. Why do you have a rifle? Blah blah blah." Me, I'd serve the fucking year.
Right. Because you don't have another drug dealer to turn in.
Exactly.
But if you made up a lie about your neighbor, red flag law, they'll probably let you go.
Right.
Yep. All right. H 3577 establishes a Firearm Violence Institute, and that's in quotations, by the way, within the Department of Public Health.
Yeah. Good luck with
Right? That's what I said too.
that. Good luck with that one.
H2097 micro stamping requirement, 15 gun per year sales limit by a retailer. Let's ponder that one.
Well, wait a minute. They just said on the other law that they want one per month, so that's 12. And now they're saying you can have 15. So that law contradicts the other law that they want.
You didn't hear it.
By a
Micro-
retailer.
By a retailer. They're trying to sell a gun dealer can only sell 15 guns in 1 year.
Really?
Micro
That's fucking
stamping
more retarded.
requirement, 15 gun per year sales limit by a retailer.
Well, that's a businessman. You can't fucking tell a business guy you can only sell 15 fucking guns in a year.
That is the dumbest shit ever.
Well, this is Massachusetts. Welcome to
There's
our
more
world.
than 15 people in that state.
There's like 23. What is it, Richie? 23,000 gun owners in the state of Massachusetts.
It's quite a few.
Something like that.
All right, we'll move on from now because that's never gonna fly.
That's just dumb.
2096 bans so-called ghost guns. Here we go with the ghost gun thing again. Restricts unfinished receivers, regulates unfished. I'm thinking they wanted to say unfinished. Unfinished
Right.
guns, requires manufacturer's license for certain gun parts.
Here we go again with the gun parts.
Yep. All right. H2095 bans all large capacity magazines not registered, like Connecticut did, not
Right.
registered to a specific owner. No more transfers. Magazines cannot be loaded with more than 10 rounds. So what's the sense in having them? I don't know. I lost those. I don't know where they are.
Horrible boating accident.
They aren't in
Right.
my house. All right. H2094 allows for extra penalties for selling guns not on the approved firearms roster, removes exemption for not having to be on list. So that's basically like what I do when I get them. But that would be to the dealer. 2093 requires liability insurance for gun owners, completely non-specific, requires commissioner of insurance to promulgate regulations for minimum terms of liability insurance policies. Wow. I thought they were retarded last time I read them. They're really retarded.
No
the second
shit.
time around. All right. H2092 bans private sales. All sales and transfers must take place through a licensed retailer and sets $25 max fee. And that's going to happen. There's not going to be no more portal that we can use. We got in Massachusetts, we have a portal, and I
A
can
what?
sell to. We have a portal online. So if you had an LTC, you could come to my house and I could sell you a pistol
Yes.
as long as you have your LTC ID number and your PIN number. We put it all in on the computer,
Right.
and it tells you
You can do a sale.
You could do a sale.
Yes.
That's gonna go away for sure. That one will pass.
Another stupid one.
Another stupid one. 2091 requires 5 hours of live fire training with minimum 50 rounds for license courses. I don't think that's a bad idea, though.
You know what?
We already have to take that class. Why not make everybody shoot? Do live fire too.
You're not going to charge me $100, right?
Oh, it's already $100. You pay $100 for that class.
Yeah, but they're not going to charge me for the other class, right?
What other class?
What do you mean? When you get it, this would be
It's
part of the class?
It's part of the class.
Gotcha.
When I took my course, it was $100, and we didn't shoot. We only shot 22s, but we did have live fire.
Right.
Which in turn, for me, that worked out good because then I could apply for an LTC in Connecticut, Florida. Where else? Connecticut, Florida, and there's a couple others. I could apply for it because I had the Massachusetts State Police, and I also had the NRA certification.
Well, look at it this way, not for nothing, right? I'm not, and again, here comes the wise ass out of Mikey. All right. Goodbye, Gunpowder Beauty. When we drive a vehicle or a motorcycle, right? What do we need to get first? Our permit to do what? To learn how to drive the vehicle, right?
Yeah.
They're asking for 5 hours. I don't think that's a bad idea.
When I took my course, it was like a 9-hour course when I went.
Hey, when you go to get your hunting, when you go to hunt, when you go to when you want to go hunt, you can't just go, you know what, I'm going to go in the woods and go hunting.
No.
You need a hunting license. And to get a hunting license, you need to take a hunter safety course. Hunter safety course, mine was a lot, and it didn't cost me a dime, by the way. Mine was a couple nights, Monday and Wednesday. Monday, Wednesday, and then a Saturday. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 14 hours.
Yep.
There's a bit of history. I was in the class of the first gun safety course ever in this state.
Really?
Woohoo! Yep.
Hey, conservative living as a Democrat lifestyle. What's going on?
All right. 2089 includes dangerous weapons in the definition of violent crime. I just think they want to put words together.
Probably.
It makes no sense. 1451, increased punishments for various weapon-related crimes. Again, like we already said, they already don't prosecute the ones that are on the books.
Right.
Well, they have more.
Right.
H2117, Smart Gun Task Force. What the hell?
They want a smart gun.
Yeah, they want Smart Gun Task Force.
Awesome.
H3782 requires every firearm sold by a dealer to be sent. Here's what you were talking about. All right, requires every firearm sold by a dealer to be sent to the state police to be test fired, photographed, and have a ballistics report made. There you go.
Yep. Now, how is that going to save a life?
Wow.
Because if your gun ever killed anybody, they can match that ballistically to you.
Yeah, ever killed? How is that going to save a life?
No, it's not. They're just going to come get you if it matches.
So in other words, they're trying to make the cops' job easier.
Yep.
Pretty much.
All right, you ready for the next one?
I guess. Here we go.
H3783, annual inspection of every firearm owned. initial inspection within 10 days of receipt. Annual.
So a cop's gonna knock on my door and say, "I want to inspect your firearms."
No,
So you have to take it somewhere, and they get to inspect every single firearm you own.
that means you got to walk into a cop shop with a firearm.
Yep.
How exciting.
Oh, I'm quite sure they want that thing in the case. I'm quite sure you won't be wearing it. They'd want that in the case.
H 3781, 10-day waiting period to purchase one gun a month. So not only can you purchase one gun a month, but now you got a 10-day waiting period.
Well, if it's only one gun a month, it's more than a 10-day waiting period. It's
Right?
30. Fucking dumbasses. Or is that just me being cynical? Is that just me being cynical? You can only buy one gun a month. Oh, they're saying if I buy a gun September 30th,
Yeah.
I can't buy another gun until October 11th.
No, I would assume you can go buy another one on October 30th, but you wouldn't get that first one that you purchased until 10 days. Right?
Right.
10-day waiting period. Doesn't change your one gun a month.
I think you should be able to, if you are, again, not schizophrenic and all that bullshit, right? And you're on the up, I think you should be able to walk in the gun shop, buy a gun, and walk out. That's what I think.
And the next one is ban so-called ghost guns again. And the next one after that is that same thing about getting insurance. And the last one is, you're going to love this one, H3927, straw purchase ban. I thought that was already banned.
It is.
What's banned?
Straw
purchase. So I go purchase a firearm and I give it to you, Mike. So you got a pistol in your house. That's a straw purchase.
Oh.
That's already illegal.
Yeah.
Just redundant.
Well, here's what's not illegal. Me not giving back my guns.
And that, folks, we just lost the last 45 minutes of our life with nonsense.
Right. And still, all those new laws, how does it keep the guns out of the hands of a criminal?
Doesn't.
So come to Massachusetts. Look, Richie and I might break Massachusetts' balls about the gun laws. I'm not going to speak for Richie, so I'm going to speak for myself. Massachusetts is an absolute beautiful state, especially the western part out in the New York border. We call it the Berkshires.
Yep.
Okay, absolutely beautiful part of the state. If you guys are like, I know Stevie is, right? You like the woods, you like all that. Not that there isn't woods in central and eastern Mass, but that the West is. Those are the smaller towns of Massachusetts. Okay, anything east of Worcester, Mass, or east of Central Mass, you really don't have towns under 18,000, 19,000 people in it. And the coast is beautiful too, and I don't have to tell you the history of it, all right? The history of Boston. And I'll throw this one out there. The sports teams are fucking awesome. Okay. It's just our gun laws suck right now. But you know what? I still love the state. I just don't like. I just don't like a lot of the gun laws that they have. I think that things should change. I think there should be. I said this 10,000 times. There should be like some type of forgiveness law for guys and gals. I think there should not be any red flag laws. I think that's totally wrong. Because you're gonna find somewhere along the line, somebody's gonna get in an argument with an ex. He kept the kids. She kept the kids too long, or he kept the kids too long. Brought him back too late. Whatever. Pa 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 pa. Oh, by the way, he's got a gun and da 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 da.
Yep.
So now this guy, you know what I mean?
Well, I was listening to Liberty Doll earlier tonight, and I guess she's a psychologist or something like that. And she said that, and she's from Massachusetts. I don't know if you know that, Mikey.
What's her screen name?
Liberty Doll.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I didn't know that. I'll have to look.
And she said that we've had a red flag law in this state even before they made it a law. It's been here. It's just been an unwritten rule that we didn't know about. And
Really?
another thing we just found out is when you renew your LTC or you go when you apply for an LTC, they do a mental health check in this state.
Do they?
Yes, they do.
I don't have again. Ohio's back. I don't have an issue with them doing a health and welfare a health and wellness. I'm sorry.
So
No,
Gunpowder, I seen her first.
And I'll be honest with you, because this is all we know, Mike. We live here. It's what we know. So it's okay with us. I get it. Other states shall not be a fringe and all that stuff, and you shouldn't have to do background checks. But I mean, it's what they do here, you know?
Right.
I mean, it seems to work pretty good.
I just, the whole. We have the castle law, but yet you still have to fucking you still have to fucking retreat. It's just shit like that. That's dumb. Those are the things that really irritate me about this state. I'm certainly not going to complain about my pay scale. I love the state. Some of these fucking laws are just dumb. I don't know. They just are.
Yeah.
I
mean, for guys like you and I mean, I own a business here, and it'd be way too much for me to uproot my family and then have to go get a plumbing license in another state and start all over.
That's like, yep, and that's like me. My daughters are still small. If my kids were my son's age and they were 21, hey honey, can we move to New Hampshire? No, okay, I'm gonna. Bye. Yeah. And I'd move to New Hampshire. I can do anything I want.
Honestly, if we were to move anywhere, we would move to New Hampshire or Southern Maine.
Right.
That's where we would go. And living there, I could still work in the state. I would just change my service area. I can move service in your area.
I can move fucking 2 miles. I only gotta go 2 miles.
Oh, I know.
But I want them to come up with some kind of, so like when they do the, here's the, right. So when they do the mental background check,
yeah.
Here's what I don't think should be in it. Okay, for a mental background check. Let's say you did a stint in the fucking detox, 30 years ago. That shouldn't be in there.
Or say,
especially if you're clean. Especially if you're clean, you know what I mean? It's like,
God forbid, say one of your kids dies by accident. What do you think that does to a parent?
I know what it does to a parent. Trust me.
And I didn't use that scenario because of you, Mikey.
I know, buddy. I know, Richie. I've known you long enough, buddy. I know.
My point is, some people are going to have to get checked in somewhere for situations like that.
And that shouldn't go against them or her.
Well, just put it this way: if they do a mental background check, they need to do a complete mental background check.
That's what I'm saying. They shouldn't. But when I mean mental, I don't mean. I mean, like, how do I say this without sounding like a total jackass?
They have to check into it case by case.
Like, if you're not, how do I say it without being a loser? So, like, if you're elevated, don't go all the way to the top. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. So, like, in other words, if you're 40 and you have the mind of a fucking 18-year-old, 17-year-old, no, you should. I'm sorry, you shouldn't have. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or
Not the
Or you're-
brightest crayon in the box.
Yeah, I just don't. You know
Or
what I
if, like,
mean?
you're 50 years old and something tragic happens in your life and
Yeah.
you fell off for a little bit, but then you got back on the right track. That
Yeah,
shouldn't
you
happen.
come up to a car accident and there's fucking 3 headless fucking people. It's gonna bother you fucking squash.
Of course
Right.
it is.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't think when you're a juvenile and have mental problems, in this state, I don't think they hold that against you, because right on the thing it says, as an adult or something like that, have you ever been adjudicated to mental health?
I
Okay.
believe in our state they can't even have records of that if you're a minor.
Right.
That's like a sealed record.
To see a record, as soon as you hit 18, you start anew.
Yeah, all bets are
And
The only time.
that's a little ridiculous.
What's that, huh?
That's a little ridiculous. You have somebody that's early age, anybody under the age of 18 that is sitting there sacrificing animals or showing signs of possible
that's
serial
criminal,
killer or something that shouldn't be something that is sealed once they turn 18 years old.
Well, hon, that's criminal. We're not talking about a criminal act. So I was just about to say that their mental health is sealed. Their criminal records, unless they pay a shit ton of money. Oh, and by the way, in this state, there's no such thing as your record sealed when you're getting a gun. They will go back in time. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Criminally, they'll go back in time. All right. But on the mental side of aspect, if you, like Richie was just saying, and these guys are saying, if you had a bout when you were 16 or 17 or whatever, and it wasn't a criminal type of thing, right? Before you reach the age of 18, that stuff is squashed, and you start brand new when you're 18.
I was laughing at Gary. He said he's going to go back and delete all his YouTube videos because they might think he's crazy.
But
nah.
You know what Gunpowder, you know what I'm saying to you? So in other words, if I'm 15 years old, 16 years old, and I go hold up a fucking hardware store, okay, yes, they're going to see that on my fucking record, whether I seal my record or not. Again, when you seal a record in the state of Massachusetts and then you go to get a gun license, they're still going to see it. The only people who won't see that is your job or a Corey report. If you want to coach, or you want to be a school chaperone or whatever like that, those are the only people that won't see that. But state and federal can see that with no problem whatsoever. You know what I'm saying, right?
1922, ready to clear.
Yeah, but that's saying that, the kid's going to work in some kind of government job. Anything like that. Like if you said that your job can't see it, so the only way that their job would see it is if they do
their job will never see
something
it.
that's a government job.
Right. What I'm saying to you is that okay. So anybody can go seal their record. I can go seal my record. Okay. And you guys already know the charges that are on my record. All right. I can have those sealed. At 52 years of age, I can have that sealed. Here's the deal. Whether I go to work for the government or not is irrelevant. If I go to work for McDonald's tomorrow morning, they won't see anything that I got arrested for. Okay. If I want to go coach football again, they won't see anything Monday morning if I go to coach Monday afternoon. they won't see a fucking thing on there.
Okay.
All right. Here's where they get to see it. Right. Again, if I held up a fucking liquor store at 17, 16 years of age, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and I smartened myself up, did my time in juvie, did whatever they gave me to do, right? And then at 25 years of age, I went to buy a gun in the state of Massachusetts. As soon as they did the background check, it would come out.
Oh, okay. So it
Okay.
doesn't matter about employment. It's going to prevent them
Just
from being
for a
able
gun.
to own a firearm.
Exactly. Just for a gun. It wouldn't come up. It wouldn't come up if I went to adopt a kid. It wouldn't come up. You know what I'm saying? Just to buy a gun in the state of Massachusetts is the only time that would come up.
And not even just that, like say when we apply for LTC, if you have anything on your record and you don't tell them,
Yep.
and then
You're done.
find it out after, you're done. They're not going to give it to you, regardless if it was some little petty thing.
Yep.
You have all total transparency with them here.
Yep.
That is also a felony in many gun stores where people screw up on their thing. They don't turn them in like they're supposed to.
Well, how many felonies do you think are being done right now with all this legalization of marijuana in this state and other states?
Shit tons.
Every single, not every single one, but the majority of these 4473s, people are lying on them.
Hey, real quick, I seen that you put me back in the room or something when I was away.
Well, yeah, you look like you were in the fucking waiting room, so I fucking put you in.
Well, I told you I had to do some stuff, but real quick, the 4473 form, when people lie on that, that's illegal, right? In 2013, there were over 144,000 cases that were turned in. You know how many the federal government, the ATF prosecuted?
I'm going to guess 0.
She's right, 12.
Good job, Gunpowder Beauty.
Out of 144,000 occurrences of being turned in, they only prosecuted 12.
Those must have been 12 total assholes, huh?
Yeah, they must have been really bad.
I see why you didn't want to be in a room. It sounded like we were all being booked.
Am I being detained?
Not maybe tomorrow.
Give me 2 seconds.
Never detained.
Well, actually, it is tomorrow. Maybe later on today, I should say.
As long as you take your handcuffs, I may not resist.
Oh, shit. All right, I'll be back shortly.
Right now, he's looking up his divorce lawyer's card.
Gonna need a damn good one, I'll tell you that much.
It sounded like a 2-finger type in there too.
What's that?
I said it sounded like 2-finger typing. You're typing?
Oh, no, I type with like everything but my thumbs.
2-finger, we call that chicken pecking in Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here we call it hunting and pecking.
I may not be living here very much longer.
You moving up to this neighborhood?
I might be moving closer to like in Missouri.
Ew.
You know, I found a place.
Pussing out on the cold, huh?
What?
Pussing
No,
out
actually, that's one thing that I really love the cold here. But we found a place that is almost too good to be true. And so if it's what it says it is, then we may just not be able to pass up that opportunity.
Uh-oh, Gear's getting excited. Where in Missouri?
It would be close to Greenville. Well, actually, it'd be in Greenville.
Lord.
Why?
You know Greenville's in South Carolina, right?
Greenville, Missouri. Won't you be my neighbor? Hey, how you doing?
Go hang out in his tool shed.
Don't threaten me. I got my own tools.
Oh, Lord have
Baby,
mercy.
it is after midnight. You need to get your butt in bed. Buddy, if you'll go to sleep and shut up and actually pass out, go lay down in my bed. Go ahead. Go on.
Prepping to endure says hi, neighbor.
Hi. Where are you first? I'm excited though. I'm really excited. The house looks amazing.
Who's on the heart
I had to
monitor?
call my daddy.
No, that's bleeping out on the TV.
Must be watching one of their reality shows.
No, it's live PD. It's some woman in a trailer screaming at the cops.
No way. I would never believe that.
And every other word is the F word.
Hey, don't be talking about my family like that, okay?
Sitting in the trailer yelling at the cops.
Trailer trash. Trailer trash. Low class. That was my kinfolk right there. Especially if it's in Texas. If it's in Texas, I probably know them.
No, that's South Carolina.
Right where you're going.
I ain't moving to South Carolina. Their mosquitoes are like mini pterodactyls. I don't want to be in that state.
Right.
We're loaded with Triple E here. I think 5 people have died so far.
Wow.
Oh,
Yep.
shit. Yeah, that's not good.
Just said tonight that a little 5-year-old girl got it, and she's in the hospital. Sudbury, Massachusetts.
What is the full name of it?
What?
The Triple
Triple E? I don't know. Triple E.
Mosquito virus.
It's a mosquito virus.
Right. Where'd that come from all of a sudden?
Oh, it's been pretty rampant here for the last month and a half, 2 months.
It's in Sturburn.
Oh, it's one town away now. Triple E. Did you see about the Triple E, the little 5-year-old girl in Sudbury that's in the hospital? She's pretty sick, and I think 5 people have already died.
Yeah, the guy in Methuen died, and he's next
And
time.
there's another type that's really rare, and if you get that, you're done.
There's one of them that affects babies in the womb. And that one, it ended up showing up in Texas when I was pregnant with my daughter. And that scared the shit out of me. I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta go. Where their brains don't fully develop. It's some scary shit that they hear in those mosquitoes nowadays.
That's the mosquitoes are, I think the guy died in Methuen, right, Richie?
A woman died, but that one there wasn't Triple E. That was the other one. It was a 40-something-year-old woman that passed away.
I'm on it, 135. How the hell are you?
Right?
How you been? Great to see you.
So they just said on live PD there's 15 million AR-15 owners in the United States.
That they know about.
Yeah.
Well, when they say that, it's legal owners, right?
True.
So
I need to get one of those 3D printers.
they're not going to
I just got to jump in real quick and say, hey, I'm on it. 135. What's up?
It's like Richie, when did they come out with how many handguns we had in the state or whatever? And when they were, cracking down on everything.
How many?
And they're like, I'm like, okay, but those are illegal guns. Take them all. Who cares? They're illegal. Fine.
The amount of handguns that are in this state.
But they're getting them from all the friggin' gangs and people that, or, somebody, an addict or something that broke into somebody's house and, took somebody's gun or whatever. And you know what I mean?
Well, that's also like when they talk about gun deaths. They're not accounting for all the suicides in this country,
Right.
too.
Exactly.
Just
You
so
know?
everyone knows, I do not own any firearms. I lost them in a boating accident last year.
Absolutely.
That's fair.
Me
My
too.
boat ran into her boat and they all fell
Yeah,
out.
mine too.
Yeah, but you need to report that if you lived here in the state of Massachusetts.
I lived in Texas, so I didn't have
Right.
to worry about it. There's some big lakes in Texas.
Oh, we got the ocean.
Exactly.
They starved for well 8 years because they thought it might have been a seal or something. They were so hungry, they just ate it.
You know?
We have to do all that. But it's just for handguns because we don't have to really register our long guns. But
So here's the other thing with the handguns. You were talking about the handguns with the 10-pound trigger.
Yep.
The minute you walk out of the gun store with that firearm, you can go right to somebody and get a trigger job done to it, and nothing illegal about it. So where's the logic in having a 10-pound trigger?
Right.
If I can go to a gunsmith and they can, lower it down to 4 or 5 pounds, why bother?
and they probably have so these people that have a fucking you sneeze and the fucking thing goes off. You know what I mean? But how do they set it 1 or 2 stage?
What do you mean?
One like that?
I have no idea. I think all those, if it has a safety, it doesn't have to have a 10-pound trigger. That's the other caveat to that. So if you buy a pistol that has a safety, it doesn't have to have that 10-pound trigger. Just striker fire pistols that don't have a safety, like the Springfield XDs, they got that backstrap safety, so that pistol doesn't have to have a 10-pound trigger.
Ooh, so see, I have the right gun. I have a Smith & Wesson 1911. It's got that back trigger or that back
Yep.
safety.
See that?
I love it.
So you
Yeah.
can move to Mass.
No, thank you.
No, you don't want to come in.
No. Could you imagine a Texas girl in Massachusetts? Oh, hell
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
Yes.
Could you imagine us with our accent in Texas?
that'd be funny.
Wait a minute. What accent? We don't have no accent.
Yeah,
Yeah, you do, sweetheart. Yeah, you do.
These other people have the accents.
Listen,
We talk
I'm a
regular.
Michigan transplant, and everybody knows that I have an accent. So the faster you accept it, the easier it'll be for you.
I don't consider myself having an accent. That's all.
I don't know what you're talking about.
we just don't have the letter R in our vocabulary.
No. My kids make fun of me all the time.
Oh, my whole family does. I'm the
They
only
make
one.
fun of. They bring their friends over to the house and they say, "Daddy, tell me to go down the stairs. Get down the stairs." They
Get
all
the
giggle. My oldest daughter, she's in high school now, and they all giggle and they're like, "Oh, he said stairs." I goes, "What the fuck am I supposed to say?" And my youngest daughter is 13. Dad, you're supposed to say stairs.
I'm in Texas. We don't even say stairs.
It doesn't even sound right when we try to say it. Stairs. You can't do it.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like me.
Car.
You know, an
do it.
orange is an orange, and stairs are stairs, and cars are cars. You know, Dorchester's Dorchester,
Yankee.
and water's water, and out of here is out of here.
What about potatoes?
Potatoes.
And it's a wicked pissa.
You know,
Don't you know we parked the car down in Harvard Yard?
Right.
yeah. See that? Gears almost got it. Gears almost got it. Yeah, I'm all right. Still working 2 jobs, you know, so I'm busy as all hell. Gear says, get in the car. We're going to the stairs to get a candy bar from the company Mars.
We're going to the Packy.
We're going to the Packy. That's the other thing. Nobody really knows what a fucking Packy is around here. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people?
What's the Packy?
The liquor store.
You never heard it called a Packy before?
I have been in Texas my whole life.
And what do you call where you buy beer in Texas?
Gas
A
station.
liquor store.
Okay. Well, here in
It's
Mass.
a liquor store.
Anywhere.
Here in Mass.
I'm sorry. If we're buying beer, it's Walmart.
Okay, so here in Mass, prior to Walmart and in the supermarkets getting the right to, because when I was growing up, none of them fucking stores had the license to sell booze. Okay, so in Massachusetts, you got your liquor and you got your beer at a Packy or a package store. Okay, because that's what it used to say in the fucking sign, package store. All right, so we used to call them Packies. All right. Now, every Tom, Dick, and Harry supermarket sells it. You know,
Liquor too.
I sort of kind of disagree with it because it cancels out and it kills the package stores.
I guess I should have said liquor also.
Yeah.
Well, with the exception of you can't buy your hard liquor.
Right. You can't buy vodka and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
We
that-
call
Okay.
it carryout.
Now that,
Go to the
that's
carryout.
how Texas was.
My
And
problem
then I
is,
got super excited moving up to Michigan, and I can go to any grocery store and buy me some whiskey while I buy my groceries. That is the coolest shit ever.
here's what bothers me.
Stations sell liquor now,
Here's what bothers me about that whole situation. Okay.
but no drinking and driving.
When you go to the package store here in Mass, usually it's a guy or a girl that's 90% of the time they're 30 or above. Okay, 90% of the time. Now you walk in your local market basket, all right, and you get yourself a 30-pack of Budweiser, right? And there's a fucking 15-year-old teeny bopper at the fucking counter asking you for your ID.
No, if they're under
Nope, they
21,
can't touch it.
they can't
No.
touch it at a
No, they got to
register.
call somebody over.
Yeah.
No, it's 18 to sell cigarettes. I think they got to be 21 to sell liquor.
That's correct.
Yeah.
And
You
this,
got to be 21 to buy it. You should have to be 21 to sell it.
Right.
They
You
are.
have to
They
be
do, Mike.
21.
No,
They
I
have
seen
to
girls.
call
I seen
somebody
a girl.
No,
over.
you got to be 18 to sell it and 21 to serve it.
Listen to me. I've seen girls in Market Basket that aren't. There's no way in fuck they're 21 years old, and they're carding people for fucking.
Well, you can just card them right back.
I do that when they.
ID.
I do that when they, because these assholes that sell cigarettes to little kids, they, so they get caught, and then when they get their fucking license back, they have to card everybody. Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Jerry's Wood Shop, what's going on? Great to see you.
I believe Ohio was right. Even here, 18, they can run it through the register.
Well,
Under 18, and I can tell you because I've seen them do it, okay?
You got to call
Under
somebody
18, they got to call somebody over that's old enough, and they got to scan it through.
here's the other thing, okay? So I go in the store to get a pack of cigarettes, and fucking the little girl behind the counter says, "Do you have an ID?" And I looked at her and I said, "See the gray hair on my face?" I think I might meet the requirement. And she goes, well, we recently got in trouble and I have to card everybody.
Yep.
She says, yep. When you show me your ID, I'll give you mine.
See, I don't understand that with you. You're willing to bend over backwards for new gun laws, but you don't want to show somebody your fucking ID. Come on, man.
First of all, I'm not bending over backwards for new gun laws, you fucking asshole. All right. Second of all, you see how fat I am? I ain't bending for nobody. Okay.
So here's
That's not what you said the other day.
Ooh,
That's
Mike,
because it's for you, sweetie. I'll do anything for you.
my
Oh.
oldest son is 28 years old, 29 now. All right. 2 years ago, now he looks young. He walked into a Cumberland Farms to buy a pack of cigarettes. He didn't have his ID on him. They would not sell it to him. So he came out, I gave me the card. I walked in. Do you know that frigging girl would not sell me that pack of cigarettes even with my ID because she knew I was buying them for him?
Yep, straw buy.
Yeah, straw purchase.
Right.
I'm
Let me
like,
tell
I'm
you
his
something.
father. He's 28.
Mike, just to let you know, here we call the liquor store a party store.
Oh,
Yeah, not a
I just
pack.
call it a grocery
well,
store
we
'cause I
have
don't make 'em
party
look good.
stores. We have party stores here. We call them party stores because they sell all party shit. But I just
mean,
no, I
it's
don't agree. I don't agree.
You mean like toilet paper and
No, like streamers and fucking balloons and all that happy bullshit.
oh, those are party outlets.
Yeah.
No, party stores you go buy beer.
I hear you, Jerry. I'm old enough that I enjoy being carded too if I was still buying booze, but I'm not buying booze anymore. But when I'm in a rush and some little girl stops me for to buy a pack of cigarettes, I get kind of pissy, you know? And so I said to her, I go, how old are you? And she said, I'm 17. And I told her, I said, well, if you're 17, then I'm not showing you my ID. I said, because if you're not even old enough to smoke, then you shouldn't be old enough to fucking sell them.
So you left without them?
No, she gave them to me.
I love getting carded, especially after I dyed my hair blue.
Hello, Holly.
Thank you, Holly.
How you been, Hall? So yeah, no. So I don't bend over backwards for no.
You ain't bending over backwards for anybody but me. That's what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Such a sweet talker.
Oh, gross. I just pictured that.
But it's it's just the way it is. It's like when I remember going to a hockey game in Boston at the Garden with my grandfather, and he went up to get a beers, and they carded him, and he said something about I'm pretty much damn well watched them build this goddamn building, sweetheart. And you want me to give you my ID? And she says, sir, we card everybody. Well, goddamn it, you ain't carding me. Da, 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 da. And I'm like, so I reach in my wallet and I show her my license behind his back, and she winks at me and she says, okay, sir, here you go. She gave him the 2 beers. But they do that at Foxborough too at the Patriots games. They card everybody. Apparently, what it is that it's a with those type of venues, it's for discrimination, not for state law or anything like that. It's just discrimination.
To avoid it, everybody gets it.
Right. The stores carding you for cigarettes are only doing it because they got in trouble.
Right.
They're not doing it for discrimination reasons. They're doing it because they're idiots. Where were you in Boston, Jerry? Best roast beef. He had to gone to Kelly's on the beach.
Right on HRM.
HRM said.
Ask them to pull your finger for ID.
Yeah. Well, I get it, but still, you got to be at least old enough to.
Oh, speaking of which, Holly just had a birthday too.
No way. No, she hasn't.
Yeah, she turned 29.
No, she didn't. Her birthday's the same as mine.
Oh, that's right. Up and coming?
Next Thursday.
12th.
Next Thursday. I was right beside the beach working on a Target store, Mikey. Yeah, you were at Revere Beach, right? Holly gets birthday spankings on the 12th.
Ooh. Had vehicle will travel.
Right. Stevie's going to come pick me up on the new Stalker Black Man.
Yeah, I'll stop at Holly's on the way to your house. I think she's in between us.
Yeah, this is and this is how we say Revere, Jerry. That's Revere. Yep, you were at Kelly's roast beef. I knew where you were. And you're right, they have the best roast beef in town. That's because Buzzy's roast beef is no longer in business. Considering they tore that down. This roast beef joint I just mentioned used to be adjacent to a jail.
Oh.
And it was a little hole in one. I mean little. It wasn't but 20 feet wide by 30 feet long. 2 o'clock in the morning to be a line out the door. The guy sold the place, I think, for $5 million or something like that. And they used to be next to the Charles Street Jail in Boston. Now that jail is now a fucking hotel.
Go figure.
Yeah. Yep.
I wonder if they still have the kinky bars up in the kinky rooms.
I know, you'd have to ask Gunpowder Beauty that.
Yes, they do.
Oh, you never disappoint.
I told you, can't give away my secrets. She can, but I can't.
I heard from a friend that's the only way I know.
Oh, is that what it is?
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, shit. I did a rundown and I totally forgot my good buddy, Uncle Kyle.
Right.
He's also on the move. So, Uncle Kyle, I hope you and Mama good. And
Hey, Uncle Cal.
I hope things are going well for the both of you.
Right.
Yeah,
on.
me too, Jerry. I tell people I was on vacation for a family wedding I missed. A friend of the family, so a lifetime friend, and I missed one of their weddings as I was quote unquote on vacation. I'm on vacation for 3 days. See you later. You want to be tired of Boston, Jerry? Shit. I'll take you to a couple of shake spots. Not an issue. Listen, it's like 1 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Technically, it's 10 minutes of 1 Eastern Standard Time. And although this was cool and we had a ton of people in here, and I'm happy to be back after a little bit of a absence. I got away the last 2 weekends in a row, and to be honest with you, I couldn't have been happier. I needed to go to the woods, and that's what I did. Took the kids and we went. I know, gear, it's early, but it's 10:01. Stevie, are you doing a chat tomorrow?
I'm not sure. I might end up at a bonfire with a very good friend of mine.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm going to try, but I don't want to say I am.
So tune in tomorrow night, and we'll see if Stevie may or may not have a chat. You will definitely see me next Friday. So we'll be back here next Friday. Hopefully I'll start a little bit earlier than I started tonight. And that's the other thing too. I didn't start until like 11:15.
You know what? Actually, if I can't do one tonight, maybe I'll do one Sunday evening or something. If I'm not cutting into Fatwoodology.
Is she having Fatwoodology Sunday, or?
I'm not sure if this is the week on or the week off.
Yeah, me neither, because I was away the last 2 weeks, so I didn't get to see it.
Yeah, I'm all confuzzled myself.
Because you guys know that Shalisa does the Fatwoodology every other Sunday night. I believe that's 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. No, sorry, 6 Central, right?
No, it's Eastern.
You guys are Eastern, not Central?
Yeah.
My bad. My geography sucks. All right, you guys, we're gonna get out of here, and thanks a million, and we'll talk to you all next week. Peace.
Good night, y'all.